Hello everyone. Excellent evening everyone. We're all welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome to every one of us. How are we? I hope our week is going on greatly. Welcome to every one of us. Today we are looking at Nigerian foods for controlling diabetes. Nigerian foods that we can use to control diabetes. You will just permit me to share this and then we get going. And I won't mind also if you can help me to share on with your friends and share on your pages too. Welcome to every one of us as I handle the Nigerian foods for diabetes. Okay, who is online? You can greet. I can see that some people are already online, so that we can greet. Who is online so we can greet ourselves. Welcome to every one of us. I just pray network will be friendly with us today. Oh wow, it's been a good week. On Monday we looked at foods, generally international foods that can help, anyone having diabetes. We looked at some international foods that can. Hello Lizzie, Uzi, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast as we look at Nigerian foods. Those of us not in Nigeria, don't mind us. So today is our day. Today is our day. You will just bear with us so that we can look at where we are from, all the things that can help us deal with diabetes. So I'm just sharing this with all my pages, so you can go ahead and share with your friends also, and we get going today on Nigerian foods that can help people with diabetes. Okay, one more page and we are done. Hello Oluchie Jaka, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast as we look at Nigerian foods that are good for diabetes, and we're going to be looking at a few that one should avoid if one has diabetes also. Okay, so I'll just enlarge this so I'll be able to see our comments and then we get going. Hello Eten Marian, hello Melis, Tabia, hello Hosfall. You're welcome to this evening's broadcast. Hosfall, where are you from? Where are you watching it from? Where are you watching from, Hosfall? Because that name is not Nigerian name. And today we are looking at Nigerian foods. Oh, Mommy Laura and Yamaka, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast. Hosfall, where are you watching from? Elizabeth, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast. All right, we have a number of us online now, so we're looking at Nigerian foods for controlling diabetes. Nigerian foods for controlling diabetes, and like we all know, last week we looked at international food, all food you can find anywhere that can help you to control diabetes. Okay, so today, like I told us, we're supposed to take it on Monday, but we couldn't finish, so I said we will finish it today. Hello Melly, you're welcome Adele Ndobengan, you're welcome Chichoma to this evening's broadcast. So you can drop in your questions, and those of you who have not still gotten your ulcer books, you can go ahead and click the link on the day we launched it to buy your books. And remember, the book on diabetes will also be ready for us. Nigerian foods for diabetic patients are also great if you're looking to lose weight. Some of these things we're going to be discussing today are also very good for those who want to lose weight. Remember what I told us, that actually one of the primary causes of diabetes is weight gain, overweight and obesity, especially for people middle age and above, if you're 40 years and above. So even if you're not diabetic, you may know someone, or you may have somebody in your family, line, or a friend who is also having diabetes. So you need to be aware to know what to tell those your friends, you know, and to you understand what they are going through every day, thinking about what food to eat, so you can help them. So what is the right Nigerian food if you have diabetes? That's what we're going to deal with today, and I'm just going to, you know, talk about them, and then about the combinations also. You know, usually a lot of Nigerians consume a lot of carbohydrates, you know, and in managing diabetes, the type of carbohydrate food you eat makes a lot of difference. That's what actually matters. Of course, every human being, you need carbohydrates because you need energy. We all need energy, and we need carbohydrates. So we cannot say we will do away with anything that has carbohydrate. And rarely will you even find most foods that don't have one kind of percentage of that carbohydrates or the other. But as a diabetic patient living in Nigeria, you have to pay attention to what you're eating without, you know, being obsessed about it. You know, some people, they are being, you know, as if the food is now their God. Healing and health comes from God, and we thank God because He is the one that heals us and He keeps us in perfect health. Hello, and you're welcome. Good evening, and you're welcome. Hello, Chichioma, you're welcome. Welcome, Margaret Agba. Welcome, Regina and Dura. Oh, you're fully ready with your notes, Margaret. Don't worry, we'll write a lot. Make sure you're very fast too. Hello, Regina. Good evening. You like Nigerian and ready to hear about the food? We may have it in South Africa. All right, Regina. Yes, they have some Nigerian shops in South Africa. I've been to South Africa a number of times. My sister lived there, and I know she used to go to African shop, Nigerian shops, to buy things for them. Oh, okay, in South Sudan. Yeah, they should have it in South Sudan. Oh, you need it. All right. Hello, Gossip Mekeo. Welcome, and they welcome Stella Ujumwa. You know, Nigerian foods for diabetes are foods that are rich in fiber and low in carbohydrate. Just have that in mind. You need to write it down on your menu book. Any food that is good for diabetic patients should be rich in fiber, low in carbohydrate. So you need to stay healthy, avoid sweets, avoid soft drinks, avoid fatty food. So this actually is a principle behind what we're going to be sharing. I'm going to be sharing with you today. So the first food, who has your bias? Margaret says she has her Bible. So get ready. Even though all these things will come later in a book, a handy book that you can actually use, and it will be a handbook for you. Hello, Tiwa, you're welcome. You're following Ngozi Meke. Good evening. Ashaka Ade, good evening. Stella Ojunwa and Victory Otuag, you're all welcome to this evening's broadcast. The first meal is unpeeled beans moi moi. You want to cook your moi moi, don't peel the beans. That's the first food. And I put it number one so that no matter how time happens, we won't leave it. You know what? Although beans contains carbohydrate, they are low on the glycemic index, the GI scale, and they do not, you know, cause any significant spikes in anybody's blood sugar, the carbohydrate in beans. You know, a cup of beans or a cup of lentils each day, when combined with a low glycemic diet, may help lower your blood sugar level and coronary artery diseases risk, especially in patients with type 2 diabetes. You know, legumes help dampen blood sugar. When you take a lot of legumes, they help to dampen your blood sugar responses and also lower your blood pressure. So you need to eat unpeeled beans in your moi moi, because the bean skin contains, you know, much the fiber that can help dampen, you know, your responses to blood sugar. It helps dampen the blood sugar responses and lowers your blood pressure. So unpeeled beans moi moi, we're going to be trying our hands on one on Saturday. We're going to be doing some cooking. You know, I won't be able to do cooking today because I'm not at home. I'm on a trip. I had a trip I didn't remember for today, so I'm actually out of the house. But on Saturday, is day after tomorrow, we're going to be doing some cooking. So I'm going to show you how to make unpeeled beans moi moi, And I'm going to show you how to also make that unpeeled beans moi moi, how you can add some kind of maize. I'm going to show you different types of corn, millets, sorghum, and then how you can add it to your beans to make this beautiful moi moi. So unpeeled beans moi moi number 1. Margaret, I hope you've written that down. Stop washing out the skin of your beans anytime you want to make moi moi, okay? If you are diabetic. Good evening, Adefemi Bolanle. Hello, Remy Olu Kemi, how are you? You're welcome. Welcome, Florence. Welcome, Caroline. Regina. Is there a specific beans to cook moi moi? No. Let me even tell you. Do you know you can make cabbage moi moi? You can still make maize moi moi. You can make any form of beans. You can use it to make your moi moi. Moi moi is like what the Igbos will call their pudding now. So there's no any beans is good. All that is important is you use the skin. But the brown beans are good. Many beans, they have different carbohydrate content, you know, protein content and all that, but they are all very good. Hello, Esther Samuel, you're welcome. Regina Adura, I've answered your question now. Hello, Amaka, you're welcome. Lizzie, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast. So unpeeled beans moi moi is number 1. I need to be fast. We've spent like 19 minutes already. Then number 2 is cooking your beans, normal beans, with maize. With the skin, you don't peel them. Your maize, you combine your maize and your beans. You know, bean skin and maize skin are great for diabetic patients because they help to dampen the blood sugar responses, like I said concerning the moi moi. So use food recipes that include beans and corn without removing their skin, as the chaff, you need them. You need them. So our food number 2 is beans and corn. You can do your moi moi with the skin, number 1. Then the second one is your beans with the skin. Let me tell us something. Because beans has carbohydrates, and the carbohydrate in beans is complex carbohydrate. Beans is one food that is very, very good for diabetic patients. If you can even have beans-based food, do you understand what I mean? Beans-based food every day as part of your meal is going to help you a lot. It's going to help you run away from all those high simple carbohydrates, you know, foods that you may have. All right, so number 3 are the soups for diabetic patients. What are some of the soups that diabetic patients can take? You can drop in your questions. I'm going to be answering your question as we go on. Okra soup is number 1. Okra soup is fantastic. You can do your okra soup with bitter leaf. You can do your okra soup with ugu. You can even combine okra soup, like for those of us from the east, with ogbogolo, with ogba, you know, and make ofowere. They call it ofakupo, you know, for those in the east. They're very, very good. Then for those of us south, edikaiko soup is fantastic. Ewedu soup for those in the west, beautiful soup for diabetic patients. You can do water leaf soup. Then you can take ogbono with plenty vegetables, little ogbono with plenty vegetables, you know. There is one soup that is very stable in Nigeria, but it's controversial when it comes to diabetic patients, and it's egusi soup. Egusi soup is very, very controversial. So what I advise, if there's a controversial thing, why don't you leave it up? Already I've mentioned a lot of soup. You can do gbegiri. Gbegiri is bean soup. Gbegiri soup is also very, very good. You can do shoko soup, very, very good. Afang soup is also very good because of the fiber. All these soup I mentioned are fiber-rich soup. So you can go ahead and have them. Stay away from egusi, or take very little egusi with plenty vegetables. If you must eat egusi, put plenty vegetables in there to help you. Hello, Lizzie Adeleke, you're welcome. Welcome to this evening's broadcast as we look at Nigerian foods that are good for diabetes. That's what we're looking at. Nigerian foods that are good for diabetes. Okay. All right. So we've looked at moi moi with the leaf, with the skin. We've looked at beans and maize, and then we've read a lot of soup that you can take. Then let's look at swallow. Which swallows are good for diabetic patients? Nigerian swallow. You know, of course, if it's in my place in Igbo, they will say I must do quim every day. You must yola quim. You must swallow something every day. So swallow is very, very important for Nigerians. Yes, Margaret, you can use fresh maize. You can also use dried maize, but you know you have to boil them for longer time. Maybe put them, soak them in hot water, and then you boil them for longer time. But fresh food is always better than any other. But let me tell us, like when the maize is not in season, you can have your dried maize and still use it. You know, very, very good for you to have them. So you can use fresh maize, you can use dried maize, you can even use sweet corn. You know, if they are preserved in a good way, you can use sweet corn. All right, so swallows that are fantastic, that are good for diabetes. The first one is our cabbage and garden egg amala, because they are purely vegetables. They are fantastic. They are really, really fantastic as swallows. So the first food is cabbage amala, garden egg amala. You use your xylem husk or a little of your oatmeal to combine them and really have an absolutely rich vegetable swallow that you can have. Then another one you can use is like wheat fufu, wheat meal fufu. You can have guinea corn fufu. You can have unripe plantain fufu. You can also have ripe blend, you know, unripe plantain. You blend the unripe plantain and you also use it. So these are also very, very good. Unripe plantain is another good food that is good for diabetic patients, you know. So you can have it as boiled, you can have it as porridge, you can have it as your swallow. They are very, very good. Okay, so we've looked at the swallows that are very good for diabetic patients. Okay, all right, now bitter leaf soup is also very, very good for diabetic patients because it helps to reduce blood sugar. In fact, many times when we talk about drinks, I'm going to tell us that bitter leaf juice, bitter leaf ugu ephedrine juice combined is a very, very good juice for diabetic patient. A diabetic patient can take ofa, but the alcohol should be small. You know why? Because palm kernel has 50% of saturated fat and 50% of unsaturated fat. So it's not good for you to take plenty palm kernel. So if you're going to eat ofa, add a lot of ephedrine. That's what do they call it in Igbo? Nchang. Add a lot of nchang. Add a lot of ugu. Let the banga be suppressed. Diabetic patient, is not good for them to eat plain banga. A lot of banga soup inside is not good, man. I'm answering your question, Mommy Laurel. So ofa with plenty vegetable. We are going to be getting to fruits very soon. Don't worry, Oluchi. Okay, water leaf soup contains low sugar, so water leaf is very, very good. Afan soup is also very, very good for sugar control. Ewedu soup should be in your food plan. Ewedu, whether you're from Yoruba land or not, please buy ewedu. In Igbo land, I know my mom used to cook yam with ewedu. You know, so you can use it for yam. You can cut it fat and add in your okra. Ewedu is very, very fantastic for diabetes. Avoid pounded yam. Remember when I was mentioning the swallows, I didn't mention pounded yam. Avoid yam generally. Avoid pounded because it contains too much sugar. Yam or pounded yam is not good. It's not ideal for diabetic patients. Egusi soup, like I told us, is controversial. You know, so some people feel egusi soup is okay. Others feel it's not okay. Others feel it has too much sugar. So, you know, they have two schools, you know, for that. So the best thing for you to do is to avoid it. Green leafy vegetables, any green leafy vegetables anywhere in the world, once it's edible, any green leafy vegetables is fantastic for diabetes. Really, really fantastic for diabetic patients, you know. All right, so what's happening to my slide here now? Why are you doing this? All right, so amala from unripe plantain, like I've said, is highly recommended. Unripe plantain generally. Then do not eat ripe plantain if you're diabetic. If you're having sugar issue, please run away from ripe plantain. Is not good for you. Run away from ripe plantain. Ripe plantain is not good for you at all. All right, so we have already looked at the foods that are okay for you if you're having diabetes. we've looked at the unripe. I said if you're going to do your moi moi, do your moi moi with the skin. For those of us who joined earlier, you would have seen why I said you have to do your moi moi with the skin. That is very, very important. You do your moi moi with the skin. I've already talked about your eating maize with the skin, you know, beans with the skin, combining it with maize with the skin. I've looked at some soup, bitter leaf soup, ewedu soup, all those soup. I've already mentioned them. And I've looked at carbohydrates, your swallow. And I've also mentioned that you should please stay away from pounded yam. It's not very good for you. Yam generally is not very good for you. Then stews. What are the stews that are good for diabetic patients? You know, stews and sauces. That's the one I want us to look at now. Stews and sauces that are good for diabetic patients. I've gone out. Let me go back and see those who are, if there's any question for me still. Yeah. All right. Okay. Aneta is asking, sorry, I don't know if I've missed somebody's question because I went off. If you have low blood sugar, which food can you eat? Well, we're going to be treating anemia very soon, but go on leafy vegetables. They are also very, very good for you. Green leafy vegetables are very good, and some kinds of meat and protein are very good. Sweet potato for diabetic patients, they should take it not as much, please. Sweet potatoes, you can take sweet potatoes, but not so much. Even though they are simple carbs, they are complex carb. Sweet potatoes have complex carb. Irish potato, complex carb. They are okay, but anything that beans, legumes are better. But sweet potatoes are also very, very good for you. You can have sweet potatoes, but in moderation. Okay. I think I have to go check those who asked questions before I came in. Okay, I think I've answered. What of fruits? I'm going to be telling you about fruits very soon. All right. Okay. Gari is not good. Please stay away from gari. Somebody is asking, is gari not good? Gari is not good, Marianne. I tell you, gari is not good. Stay away from gari. Please, if you're diabetic because of the sugar content of cassava, stay away from gari. I've mentioned a lot. In fact, if you check what I've mentioned concerning swallow, I've already mentioned up to 6 or 7. Unripe plantain, whether you blend, whether it's dried or fresh, they are very good. Guinea corn, very good. Wheatmeal, oatmeal, cabbage amala, garden egg amala. I've mentioned up to 6, so you have enough you can take. Stay away from gari, stay away from pounded yam. So we are on stew now. Okay, so chicken, carrot, tomato stew recipe, very good for you. You know, your fresh tomatoes, your carrots, you know, and then strips of chicken, unskinned chicken. You've already removed the skin, skinned chicken I mean. Then you can also have different variety of vegetables that you can use with sauce to make sauces, like green pepper, ginger. You can have green pepper and ginger stew. You can even have garden egg stew. This rainy season, garden egg is very, very cheap. And garden egg stew is very, very good. You can use it for your sweet potatoes. You can use it for your Irish potatoes. You can even use it to, you know, eat beans and brown rice. Remember, rice is not good for you, so you should take brown rice or wild rice. You can also have the garden egg leaf tomato stew. Vegetable stew cooked with, you know, tomatoes are very good. And then you can also have your vegetable stew cooked with ugu or even anyu, that's pumpkin. You can make stew with your pumpkin. These are also very, very good for diabetic patients. You can have your shredded chicken sauce. Millet flour is good. Somebody is asking, Messi is asking, is millet flour good? Millet flour is good if you mill it yourself. Remember, when you go and buy milled things from the market, they would have added a lot of things. Someone called me today, I think it's today or yesterday, and was telling me that how does she handle, you know, wheat, called oatmeal, that a lot of times the ones they buy from the market, that they've already added things to it. I said, very simple, go and buy your oats yourself. Buy your oats, even the oats you will use to make your breakfast, that one you're looking at it, and you're seeing it's oat already, mill it yourself. So mill millet by yourself. Wheat is okay, Ngozi Peter, but remember, wheat has gluten. So anybody that is not supposed to take gluten should stay away from wheat. So you can have your millet or sorghum. Those ones don't have gluten, so you can have it. Wild rice is not the same as local rice. Mommy Laura and Amaka, they have what they call wild bush rice. That's what they call it. You know, we have the ofada rice, they are okay. We have the local rice, they are okay. But there's something they call bush rice. It's not the same. Basmati rice is not the same as brown rice. Doris, basmati rice is not the same as brown rice. They have brown rice. If you go to the shops, you will see brown rice. They are there. So you can have your shredded chicken chop, smoked fish, like panla sauce. Just use it with onions and fresh tomatoes and green pepper. You know that green, this is our local pepper, the one that has not ripened very well. They are very, very good. You can have your Titus and mackerel soup. You can have bitter leaf sauce. Do you know you can make sauce you can use to eat rice with bitter leaf, you know? And then you can also have some kind of salmon sauce, trout sauce, tuna sauce. All these are all the sauces you can have. Plenty of them, you know? Then let's look at how you can combine low carb Nigerian meals for diabetic patients. I'm going to run through some ideas. It's going to be in my book, so I'm not going to, you know, be very slow. I'm going to be very, very fast so that you can buy the book. You need to buy that book because it's a good handbook for you. But let's see. Please, my words of water yam. Water yam is good. Water yam is good, but small. It still has simple sugar. So water yam is good, but mind the quantity of it you take. Traditionally, they say water yam doesn't have the same carbohydrates as normal yam. I've not really researched that, but I know they use it a lot. Elderly people use it a lot, so I just believe water yam is good. Grace, I'm going to research that and I'm going to talk about it when I'm cooking on Saturday. I'll remember to do that for you. So basmati rice are okay. Local Indian basmati rice, if you get the original one, they are good, especially the brown basmati rice. They have the brown basmati rice also. So you can use your brown basmati rice to do coconut rice with vegetable. You can use your brown basmati rice to do fried rice. You can have your jollof brown basmati rice with coleslaw. You can also have your unripe plantain porridge. You know, you can have your plantain, unripe plantain boiled with beans with the skin and the sauce, your bitter leaf sauce. You can also have your boiled plantain, you know, stew, and then you take it with your moi moi. You can have your homemade roasted plantain, unripe plantain, the one that is just a little starting to ripen. You can have it with your fish sauce. You know, you can roast your potato and your fish sauce. You can also have your unripe plantain with your porridge beans. Very, very good. The porridge beans you've made, the beans with its skin. Boiled plantain with vegetable stew, plantain with egg sauce, boiled plantain with vegetable egg sauce. You can have your beans and whole wheat bread. You can also have your ewa agoyi, you know, that you can make with your sauce, okay? You can have your guinea corn agidi. Instead of making agidi without the skin, you will make agidi that has skin. You know, you grind the guinea corn with the skin, wash it very well, let it ferment very well. You still grind it with the whole skin and use it the whole to make your agidi. You can also have your brown beans with your guinea corn meal. That guinea corn, you know, you cook it together and have it. You can also have your millet fufu. You know, unlike wheat, millet is gluten free, so millet can exchange for wheat. You know, you can use it to make a lot of Nigerian foods. You can use it with your beans, cook it with your beans. You can use it as your swallow. You can use it as your cereal. Millet is fantastic for diabetic patients. Oh, now somebody was asking me what of juices. So we are now on juices. I think I had a question. So whoever asked that question, we are now on juices that are good for diabetic patients. Breadfruit. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Oh, Oluche Jaka. Breadfruit. That's okwa. Fantastic. You can cook your okwa with your maize. You know, ukwa is a high protein based Nigerian food. Breadfruit is very, very good. Okay. Hello, Miss Ambalogo, how are you? How is my daughter doing? I hope you're all good from all the way from Cotonou. Welcome, Stella Daniel. You're welcome to this evening's broadcast as we're looking at Nigerian foods that are good for diabetic patients. We've already looked at so many sections. We looked at the two main food I wanted to emphasize for us, and then we've looked at soup, we've looked at swallows, we've looked at combinations, you know, and now we are on drinks. The best drink for diabetic patients, who can tell me? Who can tell me the best drink for diabetic patient? I want us to tell me. I want us to type it now. The first person to type the best drink for diabetic patient is going to get a free book from me. I'll give you any of my book that you want. The first person, I'm waiting, no, I'm watching. Hey. The first person to tell me the best drink for diabetic patients is going to get a free book from me. Somebody has already typed. Clara Chi Anya Aiwofe says water. Oluchi Ejaka says watermelon. Etemeri says zobo. Oluchi Ejaka again is saying cucumber. Adobe Mbachi is saying water. Ayolu is saying water. Ashaka Ade is saying bitter life. Which one is bitter life? Oluchi says zobo. Ifi Kemchik says bitter leaf juice. Adeyemi Olaya says bitter leaf drink. Grace says water. Stella Daniel says cucumber. Queen Botako Kato says water. Ikedna says strawberries. Victory Etuk says zobo. Stella Ojuma say warm water with lemon, bitter leaf juice by Morofoni. Okay. We have all tried though. Let me check the first person that got it right. Let me see now who got it right. The first person that got it right, the winner for the day is Clara Chi Anya Aiwefe. She says water. Water is the best drink for diabetic patients. Water is the best drink. So chat me on my number. I'm putting my number on the screen, Clara, so that you can choose. I'll give you a list of my books and you choose anyone you want. They are ebooks and you get it directly on your phone. 07. Okay, let me start for those who are outside Nigeria. +234 703 515 1642. +234 703 515 So Clara, chat me so you can get your book. So water is the best drink. All right. After water, then you have a combination of what I call vegetable juices. Okay, that's bitter leaf, ephedrine, and ogo combined together. Very, very good for diabetic patients. Then unsweetened zobo drink is very good for diabetic patients. Guinea corn dawa kunu is very good. Millet joro kunu is very good. Then unsweetened yogurt, Greek yogurt, is very good for diabetic patients. Nigerians pepper soup generally, you know, they are juices. You know, I can remember when I traveled to the village and I was going through my Clean 9 program. So that first day they were having, you know, all these pepper soup, rice, all these things there. So I just told them I could only take juice. So they said, what juice do we give you? And they went and brought a 5 Alive. I said, no. I said, I want pepper soup juice. So I just said, that water of pepper soup, they should put it in a big cup for me. So they put it in a big cup for me. That was the juice I had. Okay. So pepper soup, Nigerian pepper soup are good juices. Then you can have kunu from guinea corn, kunu from millet, like I've said, kunu from dawa also. You can have all that. Okay. So those are the drinks that are very good for you. So now, what of delicacies? Of course, you know, in Nigeria we have a lot of delicacies. Let me go down and say juice, but man, water is not juice. Water is juice. So water is drink. Water is juice. That's the best juice. That's the best drink. That's the best. You see this water, it is juice, it is medicine, it is water. Oh, so that's the best for you. So Ikenna, please, water is juice. Anytime you remember juice, remember water. All right. Okay, yes, Florence, bitter leaf with scent leaf is very good, but that's not the best. Fruit blended water. Oluchi, I don't know which one is fruit blended water. But I don't know, maybe when you explain. Now let's look at delicacies in Nigerian menu that is very good for diabetic patients. We have Ishiewu. Ishiewu is good. Nkwobi is good, but you will use a lot of otazi and chow and onions. You know, when you want to eat your Ishiewu, get plenty. That bitter, they call it otazi in Igbo. I don't know if Yorubas have it, what they call it, and if Hausas have it, what they call it, other parts of Nigeria. But in Igbo land, we call it otazi. Cut a lot of it with onions and put inside. Cow leg, they are also okay. Cow tongue, delicacies, they are good. Fish pepper soup, mackerel fish pepper soup. Any fish you want to have, let it have scales. Catfish is not the best, but you can still, it's still better than meat. Okay, then chicken pepper soup is good when you remove the skin of the chicken. Even turkey pepper soup is good when you remove the skin of the turkey. Snail pepper soup, very good for diabetic patients, you know. So you can have your peppered snail pepper soup, your gizzard pepper soup, your gizzard to chew, your liver sauce. All these are delicacies in Nigeria that are very good. Okay, Clara, yes, chat me so you can get your book. Now let's look at Nigerian snacks. What are the best Nigerian snacks that you can have if you're a diabetic patient? What are the best Nigerian snacks that you can have? Garden egg with peanut butter, cucumber with peanut butter. You can even have apple and take apple with peanut butter. You know, all those peanut butter is good. So you can have your apple with peanut butter, cucumber with peanut butter, garden egg with peanut butter. They are very good. Coconuts are also okay, but not too much, because coconut also has, you know, high percentage of unsaturated fat, more than some other nuts. You know, so walnuts, fantastic. Cashew nut is very good. Okwa, you know, that breadfruit is very good. The breadfruit that they've already roasted, and you can use it as snacks. Boiled groundnuts are okay. Akara balls, if you fry it with unsaturated oil, they are also very good. If you do deep fry, make the akara very big so that it won't suck oil, and make it, you know, in a way that it fries with very good oil. You can also use it as snack, but not as much as these other ones I've mentioned. Tiger nuts are okay, but if you're on the heavy side, if you have weight, reduce your usage of tiger nuts. And when you're chewing it, chew it with all the chaff so that you won't be able to take so much. Then ube, you know this ube, the Nigerian ube, the Igbo ube, they have them in Yoruba land too, that comes out when maize is out. It's very good. I love it a lot. Ube no on our top pieces. I love it a lot. So you can have your boiled maize, your roasted maize with your pear. They are all very good nuts that you can have. Okay, guinea corn flour is good, but mill it yourself. Please mill it yourself so you'll be sure of what you have. You can use guinea corn flour to make moi moi self. Add it to your beans with moi moi. You can use it for swallow. Okay, you can even use it, stir it and drink it like cereal. It's also very good. Oh, you say what is peanut butter? Peanut butter is groundnuts. Osoji. Oluchi, your Igbo. It's Osoji, Oluchi. That's peanut butter. Osoji. You know that thing they use in the when they are doing ceremony. They will use it to eat. That's Osoji. So peanut butter is groundnut butter. The recipe is very simple. Your roasted groundnut, you put ehuru. For those who understand, there's a kind of, you put pepper. Then you put that ehuru. It's like a spice, you know, and then you can even do it plain with your pepper. Chili peppers are good, you know, so you can have it with it. All right, tiger nut, like I said, is okay, but if you're fatty, if you're overweight, take it with care. Almond nuts are fantastic. My WhatsApp number is on the comment side. Queen, you can check the comments that I put, but it's +234 703 515 1642. That's my number. It's on the screen. All right, so I'm going to be ending the broadcast with sharing some healthy tips for diabetic patients. But before then, before we go and share that healthy tips for diabetic patients that I'm going to end with, and then I'll share with you, if your blood sugar is high, what can you do to reduce it drastically? You know, I'm also going to be sharing that with you, so make sure you stay till the end. But before then, I want to run through for us some foods that Nigerian foods you need to avoid and what to replace them with, and the ones I'll just run through, the ones to take and the ones you should avoid very, very soon. Okay, Hattie, thank you for the thumbs up. I'm grateful, Hattie, for the thumbs up. We still have like 12 minutes, so I'm going to run through it. Good evening, Mary Odeshola. You're welcome to this evening's broadcast. This evening we are looking at Nigerian foods that are good for diabetic patients, and we've looked at a lot. You're just joining us, so you can just watch the replay, please. All right, so let me start, because I have a general, I'm speaking to everybody. Please, I'm going to say some things you should avoid. I'm not trying to step on anybody's shoe. It's for your health, okay? It's for your health. No beer, go away. Don't ever take beer. No dry gin, no liquor, no spirit, no Coke, no Fanta, no Sprite, no 7-Up, no Pepsi, no Mirinda. See how I'm calling it? I hope people were there. I mean, for diabetic patients, please. Any other person can take it, but these things I've mentioned, I call them one by one, because I was talking with one woman. She said, if I don't take Coke now, do I take bitter lemon? Do I take? I said, some of those things, the sugar there are even more than in some. So yogurt should be in your meal plan. Plain yogurt, please. Don't take yogurt. They've already said strawberry yogurt, all this, they have sugar. Okay, then you can take your cocoa yam instead of pounded yam. Okay, pound your cocoa yam, not pounded normal yam. Please stay away from all sweeteners, no matter what they call it. They are not good for you. Irish potato are also okay for you, you know. Stay away from any sweetener. They are not good for you. Avoid malt drink. Say no to eba. Eba is not the best for you. You can go out and take a lot of the salmon fish that I've talked about when we talk about the protein that we should take. You can take snail. Please, snacks, no buns, no egg roll, no meat pie. They are all junks. They are all junk. Stay away from them. Don't take anything they call those diet Coke, and if you can stay away from them, it's better for you, because the sweetener they put inside there, they might not be very good for you. But if you are addicted to Coke, you can use diet Coke to get out of it, but not that you should now go and start taking diet Coke. Okay, I've answered the question now. All right. I hear stevia is good though. Just check very, very well and know who made it and what is made of. Me, I don't know, but if you can stay away from all this sweetener, even honey is not the best for diabetic patients. If you have diabetes, reduce your natural honey drastically. Okay? Yes, no cake. Oh. No cake, no normal market cake. You know, you can make cake by yourself that is healthy cake. Like on Saturday, we are also going to be looking at some snacks that we can make. And Auntie Laurel, I've just talked about honey. Honey is not the best for diabetic patients. If possible, stay away from it. But if you will take very, very little, okay? No smoking, no smoking, no smoking. Oha soup, I forgot to mention oha soup and white soup. They are very good, okay? If you're going to eat normal rice, eat them in very small quantity. Like I told us, I take rice maybe once a week or once in 2 weeks, okay? Beans, very, very good. You can eat beans as much as you want. You know, it has carbohydrate, but it's complex carb, and it's still better than most of these other carb. Please do not eat any other bread apart from whole meal wheat bread. You can actually make bread with your sorghum and all these other things. No sugar cane. Sugar cane is not good. Sugar cane is not good. You can take oranges. you can take apple, you can take mango, you can eat your maize. All these are fruits and snacks that you can take. Irish potato is good for you. You can eat your groundnut soup, you can take your groundnut normally, you can take bananas. No spaghetti, please stay away from spaghetti. Spaghetti is not good for you. Tuwo, very, very good. Tuwo masara, masara is very good. Tuwo shinkafa, you take it with care, okay? Bushmeat, very good. No shamawa, it's not good for you. You need to stay away from it. And if you're making your pap, make your pap with the skin, okay? Make your pap with the skin. You can eat tomatoes. Tomatoes are good, but remember, for people who have ulcer, tomatoes are not the best. But if you're diabetic, tomatoes are good for you. Do not eat starch, please. Starch is not good. Banga soup, remember, with plenty vegetables. Don't eat it plain like that. Periwinkles are okay. Pepper soup, okay. Goat meat, okay. They are okay for you. Semovita, please stay away from semovita of very small quantity. Pounded yam is not the best for you. Guava fruit, very good. Garden egg, very good. That's egba. That's what Yorubas call it, angala in Igbo. You know, you can take your oats, Quaker oats in the morning. Eat plenty vegetables. Ofada rice is okay. Soya beans is good. Avocado pear, very, very good. Pineapple is not the best for diabetic patients, so you take it in small quantity. All right, let me see. No, it's not. Shawarma is not. Shawarma is not good for diabetic patients. So Irish potato or sweet potato. Sweet potato actually is fantastic for diabetic patients. So with Irish potato, they are both good. The sugar in sweet potatoes, they are complex sugar. They are not bad. I'm going to be talking about sweet potato one of the days to show you all that is in sweet potato, especially the colored sweet potatoes. They are very good. Marvel milk, I don't know what Marvel milk is. So drinks, I don't know. Oluchi, what is drinks pap? Please, what is drinks pap? Amala yam inyo amala. Stay away from it if you can. Please, take garden egg amala, take cabbage amala. They are good for you. Dates, very small quantity. Dates is still has high content of sugar like pineapple. So dates, very small quantity, okay? Watermelon, even sweet watermelon, small quantities, okay? Carrots are okay. Cucumber, okay. You know, those ones are okay for you. All right? Coconut, okay. Okra soup, already I've talked about okra soup. Shrimps and crayfish, mind the quantity because of cholesterol. Millet, joro, very, very good. Kunu, very good. Cow leg, nkwobi, walnuts, tiger nuts, coconuts, all these ones are very, very good for you. Zobo, very good, okay? Akara balls, if you fry them with good oil, very good for you. Chicken gizzard, good. Agidi made with the whole meal, very good. Isiogu, onions, very, very good for you. Water yam, a little of water yam, like I've said, okay. Moi with the skin, fantastic. Spinach, very good. Avoid any kind of butter they sell in the market, whether they call it, I don't want to call names here, okay? Avoid all of them. They are not good for you. No energy drink. All those drinks they will tell you energy drink or whatever is not good for diabetic patients. Don't eat cake. Don't eat chocolate. Don't eat cake. See me coming here. If you're diabetic, but you can take a little of dark chocolate, the ones they made without sweet at all, okay? Eat eggs, but not too much eggs. Maybe like 2 to 3 eggs a week is okay from what people say, but some people eat plenty. If you believe it, go ahead and be eating it. Like I told us the story of the woman that was eating 3 eggs a day and she lived for 103 years. You can take that one if you like. Don't use vegetable oils to cook. Like I've told you, the best oil, you can go down my page and watch the best oil. I have a video I did concerning the best oil. You know, just put it best oil on my Aging with Grace page. It will show you the grading of oil that you're supposed to use to eat. Some people are still asking wheat amala is good. Date, like I said, avoid it. Apple cider is good. Apple cider is good. Ogbono soup is good with plenty vegetables, okay? Irish potatoes, you can use it for fufu, but small. I've told you the best fufu for you. Garden egg and cabbage amala are the best for you. Avoid cheese, messy. Okay, you mean, is it good for diabetes? Pap, yes, if you take pap with the chaff and small quantity, put a lot of the chaff, please. Not sieved pap, okay, Oluchi, not this pap. We have already sieved out the fiber. It's not good. Oluchi, you're not diabetic, but you want to lose weight. All right, these recipes are good, like I told us initially. And then you can also private chat me. I can jumpstart your weight loss program. And if you're here, if you want to lose weight, you want me to help you to jumpstart your weight loss, program, your weight loss lifestyle, you can also chat me on my WhatsApp 0+234 703 515 1642. I even have a promo going on. So if you want me to help you jumpstart you on your weight loss program, chat me and tell me I want you to help me jumpstart my weight loss program, and I'm going to be telling you what to do. So Oluchi, you can jumpstart me so we can discuss what you will do concerning your weight loss, that you're talking about. Cocoa, dark cocoa, yes, but not sweetened cocoa. Okay for you. Orange is okay. Yeah, somebody is asking, are they okay? Orange is also okay for you. All right, you can take cabbage, plenty cabbage. Like I said before, edikaiko, oatmeal, garlic is very good. Ginger, very, very good. You can also have our garlic and ginger by Forever Living product. Is very, very good for you. Avoid refined sugar of any type. Stay away from it. Throw it away from your menu. Throw it away from your kitchen. No macaroni, no spaghetti, please. Not good for you. Black soup, very, very good for diabetic patients because it actually helps to reduce blood sugar, and is very, very good for glycemic control. Stockfish is also okay. Oboroko is very, very okay for you. You can also take, I saw some when I was coming to Lagos today, shower shop, that's what they call it, sour soap. They are very, very good, okay? And for Nigerian abalomo is also very good for diabetic patients, okay? All these are all very, very good. Amala with yam, no, please. Don't take amala with yam. Yam is not good for you. Please take unripe plantain, take garden egg amala, take oats, take millet. They are okay. All right. Many parts of the meat, red meat are not the best, but you can take cow tongue. You can take fuku. They are okay. They are not the best for you. Oziza leaf, for those of you from Igbo, they are also very, very good for you. As a diabetic patient, you need to eat whatever you're eating with moderation. Feel free to know when you're offered food, especially when you go to visit people and they are high carbohydrate food. Just tell them, no, sorry, I don't want to eat. There are some people when you visit, they give you a big bowl of rice. You're very hungry. Tell them to find you garden egg. And one thing I advise diabetes, I'm going on the tips now for us. I'm going on the tips healthy tips for diabetic patients. I've already gone, I'm started. You have your handbag, okay? Anytime I have my handbag and I know I'll be hungry, I put my own fruits in my bag. Incidentally, I finished whatever. I had my granuts in my bag this morning, okay? If you're leaving the house, sometimes I put my garden egg, I put my cucumber, I put them in my bag. So have those things. If you're going outside your house, have where you have put what you need. So when you land and they give you just politely say no. When you enter inside your room, I'm giving you secret. You open your bag, if you cannot open it where those people are, and eat what is right. That's one of the tips you must always have. Go with your own food. Have a place where you put your own food so that you don't eat junk that you don't need. All right, remember, we'll soon round up. Hey, it's already 6 o'clock. We started like 5 minutes late, so I'll give us 4 minutes now to round up. All right, how do you get garden egg amala? Chat me on my WhatsApp, Morofolu Adeyemi. Chat me. I have a video that shows you how you can do your garden egg amala. I'll post it to you on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is +234 703 515 1642. And I'll show it to you. Judy said there are new studies that show sugar cane juice helps bring down. I don't know about that. I don't know about that new study. I'll go and check. But all I know is, since it's controversial, stay away from sugar cane, please. I don't know how sugar cane juice can bring down diabetes. I don't know. It's possible, but since it's controversial, stay away. Tip number 1, lose extra weight. This can be done without your starving. Eat smaller portions, eat more protein, eat more vegetables than carbohydrate. Number 2, exercise. Check my Saturday exercises for your fitness and wellness. Get your fitness ball so that you'll be able to exercise all the time. Number 3, check your blood sugar level regularly. This is very, very important if you're diabetic. And then track your carbohydrates. Control your blood pressure. Cholesterol and triglyceride level, you know, they are not, you need to take test. Talk with your doctors, talk with people who you know are your medical practitioners, and then avoid red meat. Cut down drastically on your carbohydrates. Get adequate sleep, at least 8 hours sleep every day. Keep moving. Activity, being active is very, very important. Even if you're retired, even if you're a housewife, even if you're a sit-down mom, even if you work on the office and you're always sitting down, keep moving. I've given us hints on all that. Go down my page and watch all those things, you know, that you can. If you're sitting down to watch television for a long time, if you must, sit on your fitness ball so that the fitness ball can help you be active and not be in a place inactive, sedentary. You need to also do that very well. Do your exercises, make sure you jog very well. Manage your stress. Sleep well and manage your stress. Life is getting more and more stressful, and you have to find a way to reduce stress from your life. Find a way, make yourself happy. Remember what I told us. You are the primary person that will make yourself happy. You're the number 1 person to make yourself happy. Remove stress from you. Live simple life. Do not try to impress anybody. Save as much as you can and spend as less as you can. That's very important. Try your best to be happy. Try your best to be happy. Very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. All right. Good evening, Ify, Suzanne. Good evening. Beans is very good. We've been talking about beans. We started with beans actually. You're just joining us. If former Suzanne, go and watch the replay. We started with beans. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate. Hello, Ify from UK. Ify, you're welcome. Cabbage amala is the same way we prepare garden egg amala. So ask me for the video on my WhatsApp and I'll give it to you. If you're late, I understand. I know how your job is so demanding for you. You can watch the replay. Oh, Ify, yes, easy. Esther, you're late too. You can watch the replay. Thank you for the love, and I appreciate you all. So many of us joined us today. I think we hit over 100 at a time. Thank you very much for joining me. Ask me questions on my number +234 703 515 1642. And then I end up with the best supplements for diabetic patients. Aloe vera gel, I've talked about it 2 weeks ago. Fields of Green, very cheap and very, very good. Now I'm doing more promo on Fields of Green. Someone say, how can we buy 3 to get 1? So this week I'm doing Fields of Green for you. Buy 2 and get 1 free. Okay, buy 2 and get 1 free. It's a very, very lucky whatever you can take. Today, tomorrow, I close it on Saturday morning. So buy 2 Fields of Green, get 1 free. Fields of Green is very, very good for diabetic patients because it has all the vegetables that you need. It has the required amount of vegetable you need for the day, and it's also very good. It's like chewing bitter leaf, you know, and chewing ephedrine. So you can go ahead and chew your Fields of Green. You have it in your bottle, you have it in your bag, and it can help you to do it. So aloe vera gel, very good. Fields of Green, very good. Pro B, very good. They are all very good for diabetic patients, you know. Super Green, also very good. But it's only Fields of Green I'm giving you at buy 2 and get 1 free. Others are on 20% discount. Thank you for joining me today. Do we have bean swallow? Ejika, more is it not swallow? Hello, you can do your moi and use it as swallow your soup now. You don't become swallow. All right, Regina, thank you. You're waiting for the ebook. If the ebook will soon be out by last week of the month, it will be out because we are going back in August, we are going back to look at menopause, perimenopause, early menopause, premature menopause, post-menopause from in August. A lot of people have been asking me a lot of questions, so I want to use August to go back and treat some questions and some issues about menopause before we continue. Thank you. God bless you too, Ify. Mercy, I should send you your number. My number is already here. You want me to put it again? Okay. +234 703 515 1642. So I've just put it back again, okay? I've just put it back. Mercy, I've just put my number back on the screen, so it's back on the screen now. So it's there. How much for the Fields of Green? Chat me on my number so you can get your Fields of Green. It's till stock lasts. How do they put it? Why stock lasts? Don't come and chat me when it has finished. If it has finished, I'll tell you it just finished, okay? How can you get it? I can send it to you anywhere in Nigeria, anywhere in the world, actually. This buy two and get one free. I'm doing it anywhere in the world where I can help you do the ordering. If you're the one doing the ordering, I cannot help you, okay? So for those that I can help do the ordering. Thank you all for joining me. I love you all. Bye. God bless. See you on Saturday.